Good evening. Here we have Abdul Fattah Yunus. He was known to many as a righteous man that cared for his country and the welfare of his people. He served as Gaddafi's key advisor and interim minister for over 40 years. In February of 2011, the Libyan revolution took place because of a series of crimes being committed by Gaddafi. A week prior to the revolution, Abdul Fattah Yunus decided to switch sides and work with the opposition forces against Gaddafi. So now we have a picture of Gaddafi with Yunus. And Yunus was involved with Gaddafi long before he got into any position of power. Yunus and Gaddafi became friends back while they were in college and were also together in officer school. Yunus' history of operating with Gaddafi goes as far as 1969, when he helped Gaddafi overthrow the Libyan king and put Gaddafi into power. For 40 years, he was Gaddafi's close friend and close advisor. Later, he was security chief and then the Libyan interior minister and a major general of the special forces. Fighting in Libya started with anti-government demonstrations in February and escalated into a nationwide civil war. For months, rebel fighters who have controlled the eastern city of Benghazi and other areas have been trying to move closer to Tripoli. They are seeking the ousters of Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi, who has ruled Libya for 42 years. International leaders have accused Gaddafi's regime of committing human rights violations and killing civilians. A few of the crimes committed by Gaddafi consist of shooting at unarmed protesters, looting houses of people suspected to have protested against Gaddafi, shutting off water, electricity, and communication to cities, killing doctors for treating injured people after hospitals were closed, using state TV to encourage violence, and attacking and destroying mosques. Now those are few of the many crimes committed by him. With so many crimes committed by Gaddafi, Yunus no longer wanted to see his people suffer and decided to fight for them. For over 4 decades, Yunus served as Gaddafi's right-hand man, as I said earlier, until February 2011, when the rebels started arriving to Benghazi. Benghazi is Yunus' hometown. At that point, Yunus decided to switch sides and work with the rebels against Gaddafi. Yunus did not betray Gaddafi. He said it himself in an interview. "I helped overthrow the king during the 1969 rebellion for the Libyan people, not to turn around and shoot at them." Which, according to his interview, Yunus resigned from Gaddafi because he learned of the killing of 300 unarmed civilians and his attempt to kill Yunus to use his tribe against the rebels. Yunus also said, "Gaddafi's men came to shoot me, but the bullets missed. Those who shot at me were Gaddafi's men. The bullets missed me but hit one of my relatives. Gaddafi, that dirty man, wanted to say that I was killed by protesters so that my tribe, the Obadat, would stand with him." After Yunus departed from Gaddafi's regime, he was appointed as head of the opposition forces. Yunus was Gaddafi's key to controlling the rebels. However, when he learned of Yunus switching groups, his hopes were crushed. Yunus departed from Gaddafi's regime and persuaded 8,000 of his interim minister brigade soldiers to come with him, and 3,000 of those soldiers were elite special forces soldiers. This strength of soldiers was absolutely welcome to the oppositional forces. Now, shortly after he had switched sides, he was killed. But there's confusion to who killed him and why. But before his death, the Transitional National Council had issued a warrant for his arrest for suspicion of treason and arrested him on Wednesday and brought him back to the detention in Benghazi. The following day, the general was released, for they had no evidence against General Yunus for treason. So they had to let him go. But as he was being released, he was assassinated, which is somewhat suspicious considering the fact that Yunus is usually surrounded with 30 armed guards or traveling inside an armored car. So it's kind of weird that they were able to kill him when this man is usually surrounded by plenty of people to protect him. No one has yet been able to prove the true killers of General Yunus, as there could have been different groups who could have carried out this action. It could have been the pro-Gaddafi party that could have killed General Yunus as payback for turning on Gaddafi and because they felt betrayed by his actions. But on the other hand, the killers could have been the anti-Gaddafi rebels, simply because they did not fully trust General Yunus and his quick switch to their group, and thought that maybe he was a double agent. Now, in a minute, I'm about to show you some pictures of some men that were with the anti-Gaddafi party, and they have a big role in, most likely have a big role in why Yunus had passed. This first gentleman here is Abel Hakim, who has a high position in the Libyan Islamic fighting group and a commander of the anti-Gaddafi forces. Then we have Ali al-Salabi, who played an important role in funneling arms to the rebel in the Libyan civil war. And finally, we have Ismail al-Salabi, who is the deputy commander of an umbrella group of militias in eastern Libya. These men, in some way or another, are extremists and are all part of the anti-Gaddafi forces. Their main motto is, "You're either with us or you're against us." And for that reason, many believe that they may have been the killers of Abdul Fattah Yunus. They couldn't trust him for his quick decision on turning Gaddafi. Now there's a man that we are all familiar with that has the same motto, and he's known as Bin Laden. With people having this type of mentality, innocent people that are trying to do the right thing, such as Yunus, are dead. Now today there was information released on this story, and he goes by the name of Ali Isawi. And they believe that this man was the man that gave orders to kill General Yunus, a man that was innocent and trying to do the right thing for his people. Abdul Fattah Yunus, 1944 to July of 2011. General Yunus will be remembered as a Libyan native who worked for the people and sacrificed his life for them.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.